What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. Do you guys remember when Deontay Wilder was being interviewed? He made the comment that he had no legs going to the fight because his costume was too heavy, so his legs was weak going into the fight. And do you remember how many thousands of people denied that and said, oh, show me the clip where he said that? Deontay never said that. And then that clip disappeared. But there was others like myself that heard that same clip. And then a couple of years later, guess what resurfaced? That same clip. And they all shut up and looked stupid, tucked their tails and ran like the little hoes that they are. Right? He never said that though. Remember all the talks of taking Fury to court? I had proof that he cheated. And after we beat Fury, that's when we're going to bring up all this evidence and get him up out the sport. Fury's going to jail, blah, blah, blah. And I told you guys, if they had proof, they would have come out with it immediately. I don't believe it. And this is nothing but just talk now. That whole Wilder versus Fury scenario became a hot topic. And everybody was just making video after video after video after video trying to justify what Wilder was saying. But point blank, no matter whose side you were on, right, the situation was getting attention. But for me, it's all about the right thing. But the point is, do you remember how many people made videos saying it was a misconception, it was a misunderstanding, people misconstrued what Champ said? And then the video came back, and it's like, oh damn. But you see how people like to get quiet. People make the most noise about bullshit, right? There are several other things that we can think of. You know, even like with Wilder getting knocked out by Harold Sconia, and you can't find that fight anywhere anymore. That never happened. He never got, no, nobody never knocked him out. No, he got knocked out by Harold Sconia. And the referee gave him a chance to continue in the same fight. Now, I'm not saying this to attack Wilder. It's not even so much about him as the principle. How people, because they're not aware of a situation, they didn't hear a situation, and then they are quick to open their mouth to speak about something that they don't know. So what I'm saying, as a man, you need to shut the fuck up if you don't know what you're talking about. And there's times where people have posted videos. Now, you don't know if it's something current, how old it is, or how new it is based on what was said, right? Or based on the information given. But someone who stands with integrity have no reason to sit and make up bullshit. So if you don't know what you're talking about, you shut the fuck up. You don't know every goddamn thing. Okay? But it's so funny because I can give more than just that Deontay Wilder scenario. And people will, oh no, that's not what happened. No, it never, no, I never. Okay, nobody asked you what you heard. So if I tell you anything, I've either seen it and heard it. Okay? I won't tell you I saw it unless I saw it. I will say like word is. I don't even use that sources say bullshit. I'll tell you word is. Or what I'm hearing. I'm not even gonna go any further into that. Okay? I'm gonna leave that at that. Now, word is Anthony Joshua is supposed to be leaving Sky Sports for DAZN. And there's a lot of people talking about it. The funny thing is, like, when people have opinions on things, it's like talking about spaghetti and meatballs. Somehow that conversation ends talking about Escalades and Teslas. Like, what? This is what people love to do. It's just they have They talk about things where one thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other, like where their opinions come from. So what I'm hearing is that from certain people, he's desperate. He's trying to pull all out stops because he knows he's going to lose to Usyk, so he's going to DAZN. Okay, if he's a loser, why would DAZN want him? Oh, that's why he's trying to get that deal in right now. All of this talking is like, okay, only Anthony Joshua knows why he's doing what he's doing. But it doesn't make sense that somebody's making a business decision that they feel like is more beneficial to them than the current decision, current situation that they have. I don't care if it's Anthony Joshua. I don't care who it is. It's just the point. If what he's doing by going to DAZN is a better, more lucrative offer to him, then by all means, why would he not do it? And who is anybody to say what the next person, what a person should or shouldn't do? Didn't everybody have a lot to say about Terrence Crawford and Bob Arum's situation? And after all that talk, he was supposed to be leaving. Then all of a sudden, guess what? He goes right back to Top Rank. And everybody said what? He's stupid. He's delusional. He's crazy. We had information about him being unhappy. Didn't he say that Top Rank was racist? All these things that he was saying. So why would you stay? Right? So after all of that, people started saying that he was a fucking idiot for going back with them. We don't have to know all the details or whatever. I don't care about all that other nonsense. Well, who said what and who said this and this. I don't need to know what's going on with Sky Sports and DAZN and Anthony Joshua for me to, sit up here. I don't care to sit up here and worry about what he's doing and why would he do this and this and that. Now, my thing is, if he's complaining about not being able to get fights, the money's not what it should be, and that type of thing, business is just not good there, yeah, I would say, then why would you stay with Sky Sports? If they're not, if the money is not what it should be, if business is just sinking, something is not going right, of course. But because we don't know any details about why, it could just be something as simple as his contract could be. I don't know what his contract is with them, but it could be something as simple as DAZN saying, look, what are they paying you over there at Sky? We'll pay you more. We'll pay you more than that. We'll make sure you get more than what the Sky is paying you. A lot of times when people get used to something, like, you've been with a company for so long, people feel like that's where you're going to retire. It doesn't necessarily happen like that. You all like different sports. So how many times have you had a certain football team that you like, and that quarterback has been with you guys, has been with that team for 12 straight years, and all of a sudden, 13th, 14th year, his numbers, he starts to slip, wear and tear on his body, and what happens? He ends up going somewhere else. What right do you have to say? And what right do you have to try to put limitations on what someone should and shouldn't do? And then, he's leaving. What you mean? So basically, he shouldn't go somewhere and try to resurrect his career. He shouldn't go somewhere and try to keep putting, food on the table. He should basically just say, oh, well, I did 12 years here, and so I don't piss the fans off of this city. I'm gonna just retire. You don't have the right to dictate and say that about anybody. I mean, say what you want. What does that mean? So if Anthony Joshua is going to DAZN, then so be it. Now, I don't know if that's an actual fact at this moment that I'm making this video, but that's what is being said about him, that he's going to DAZN. People just make a big deal about everything anyway, but regardless to whether he's going to DAZN or if he stays with Sky, whatever, or anywhere else, whatever it may be, that is that man's choice. Just like anybody else. Terrence Crawford the same way. The problem with Terrence Crawford's situation is he went out of his way to expose Top Rank for being racist, and that they had no black executives and everything. Nobody has a high level that's black in that company. And just his career alone, how his career has been handled and how they mismanage him, all these things he had to say. So when he out of his own mouth said he's leaving Top Rank, right? Everybody heard him say it. So for you to say all of that and go through all that and say Bob Arum can't get me the fights that I want, and then all of a sudden you go back to them, then what was all of that? It makes you look like you were just over exaggerating the situation. Because if you're not happy with your current deal, do something about it. That's the way I see it. That being said, in any business, you guys hear the word boxing and you just see sport, you forget it's a business. In any business, most companies don't like you leaving them. They like to tell you when it's time to go. That's just how it is. No different from Floyd Mayweather proposing an offer to Showtime and HBO. And HBO didn't want to give him what he wanted. He took it to Showtime. We got you, Floyd. You're worth it. And I remember Max Kellerman and all those people talking about how Showtime was going to lose money because Floyd, his style and this and that, and they're going to go bankrupt trying to pay this guy. I mean, the kind of money he wants and all of this, and it's just, he's not that crowd pleasing. The fans really hate him, blah, blah, blah. They said all types of things about Floyd. And what's funny is HBO didn't want boxing anymore. Showtime is still going strong. You have to do what you have to do for yourself, for your family. And that's just the way I see it. So, yeah, and I had a couple people ask me, what do I think about Anthony Joshua going to DAZN? I mean, to me, it's not even a big deal. I just made the video because it's so funny, because there's a lot of people like, I didn't hear that, right? There's a lot of things we don't hear that somebody else hear. It's always like that. Some topics are just more popular than others. Sometimes people put videos up and they take them down for whatever reason. I started the video the way I did because I wanted to just make the point to these big mouths that jump on their channels like their shit don't stink. You don't know every fucking thing. Don't question somebody's integrity or try to, piggyback off of something. Try to piggyback off of something because you heard, but you want to pretend you heard it from somewhere else when you heard it from one direct source. Even if you went and listened to other people, that's all good. But shut the fuck up if you don't know what you're talking about. Don't come out your face and say people are spreading lies and people are saying because you're not aware of something. And at the end of the day, I'm not taking nobody's fucking money. So I gain nothing out of making up fucking lies. And even if I was fucking doing Patreons and live chats, super chats and all that shit, I would be giving you shit that you can, listen, you can pull shit up and look for it yourself. I wasn't even looking for certain things. It's boom, okay, and I'm all right, check it out. And right, but at the end of the day, I know what it is. And if you don't know, level up. Like I told you motherfuckers before, I don't care about, you got every channel somebody want to say, I'm the best motherfucking analyst at this shit. I'm the best in the game. I'm this and that. And I'm going to tell you something about all these huge channels, right? They got all these 200, 300 something thousand subscribers, 50,000. Bravo. Kudos to you. And I can tell you what a lot of these motherfuckers do. They watch you. Their egos don't want people to know that they watch you. So when y'all doing all of this Mount Rushmore of who's who, yeah, you better believe I influenced that motherfucking mountain. I don't need or want to be on nobody's Mount Rushmore. But I influenced that motherfucking mountain. All you gotta do is look at the content. Because I've talked about original shit that nobody else is talking about. And all of a sudden, same night, next day, all of a sudden, somebody get a spin off of what I just said, what I just talked about. But when they have a bigger fan base, a bigger follower, I don't even like the term fan, but when they have more subscribers than you, it won't appear that way to them, to the subscribers, because you're like, oh wait, he had, yeah, right. But it's all good, because I'm not competing with anybody. So all this ego shit, like I told you guys, there's very little camaraderie in this shit. I ain't gotta suck nobody's ass to try to fucking big up nobody or put myself down to try to big somebody up or put people on pedestals. I don't need to do that. I'm genuine about what I say and about what I do. But there's a lot of fuckboys out here. There's a lot of little sissy soft motherfuckers running around out here just talking, piggybacking off of other people, but trying to act like they got some inside source. No, motherfucker, we know what you was doing. Just remember that. I influenced that fucking route, whoever your Mount Rushmore is. You better believe that shit. And it make me laugh sometimes because I hear it. And it's like, And people could put out 50 fucking videos and not one motherfucker's talking about what I'm talking about. And all of a sudden, here go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motherfuckers talking about what I'm talking about. And it wasn't even something where it's like, this is what's going on right now. But it's all good. I see the influence. And you know what? I gotta salute suckers too. Because y'all human beings. Y'all just ain't shit. Anyway, if AJ goes with the zone, that's on AJ. Whatever's better for a person's career, that's where I feel you need to go. Nobody can tell you where you should and shouldn't go. Sometimes things work out better, sometimes it don't. It might stay the same. Who knows? But that's that man's choice to go out and see. So him leaving Sky for the zone, like I said, I don't know if that's etched in stone, but that's what the rumor is anyway. And I was asked about it, and I do not know if it's, you know, a sure thing. And pretty much, if you go on a person's social media channels page just to see if they are talking about it or post anything about it, that would be more of a sure thing than not. Otherwise, you just hear people saying they think, or sources say, or I believe. Well, why would you believe anything, right? You had to hear something to even think that way, right? So I don't know if it's the zone, if it's Sky. It's up to y'all. But what y'all can do, let me know in the comment section. Do you think that Sky Sports are willing to do more to keep AJ from going to the zone, if that would be the case? I can't say, do you think he'd be better off at either or, because he would know better than us. Because obviously it's a financial situation, you know, and he's trying to secure that. You're not going to be 31, 32 forever. At some point, when you start to get older, you fight more, you start losing more, your stocks start to go down. And you want to make sure you secure that bank. But at the end of the day, it's AJ's choice. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all in the next video.